So we live in this weird time where on social media, there's a lot of women defending Islam. They're considering converting to that religion. And we got some clips that will for sure help those women with their decision. Because let me tell you, some of them are just crazy. Crazy, insanity is the only word that comes to mind. So to start things off, this woman explains why it's such an amazing, beautiful thing for women to be part of that religion. Let's give it a watch.
Did you know Islam was the first society to allow women to keep their last name in marriage?
You also know that in Islamic countries, women need male permission to work, study, or travel. You also know that in Islam, female genital mutilation has been practiced to make sure women will not enjoy sex. Did you also know that in Islam, if a woman being raped and she cannot prove it by providing 4 male witnesses, she can go to jail for adultery or even to be stoned to death? That in Islam, a victim must marry her to preserve family honor. Did you also know that honor killing still practiced in Islam, and women that dishonor their family still being killed, and that practice usually go unpunished? Did you also know that in Islam, woman's testimony worth half of men's? Did you also know that in Islam, when a man want to divorce a woman, all he have to do is just say 3 times, I divorce you, while women have to go a really complicated, long legal procedure. And by the way, because I'm actually Middle Eastern and I know the Islamic culture very well, unlike some people here, I can even tell you the exact words that they are using to do so. And it's bara, bara, bara. This is it. As you also know that in Islam, a man can have 3 or 4 wives when a woman only allowed to have 1. And did you know that in Islam, marital is not considered to be a crime because women must be available for sexual relationship all the time because she is his property? And did you know that non-Muslim women are considered to be permitted to be and to have sexual relationship with them? That's why we see a lot of grooming gangs and gangs in Europe. Did you also know that the Quran says that the men are in charge of women, and if your woman is disobeying you, you must strike her? Progressive love to portray brown people as magical oppressed heroes. We just saw Mamdani praising the Prophet Muhammad, and we all know who exactly he was. Let me be clear here. There is no such a thing, Islamophobia. And if you keep lying about Islam just to be righteous, the 500,000 girls being raped in England, that's on you.
Well, I don't think I had to do much convincing. That video should have been enough. But if it isn't, there's more. It's just weird. Like, we live in this weird time where these people actually genuinely believe that converting to Islam as a woman is going to benefit them. And as you would expect, doing these videos, people don't like it. But at the end of the day, we're watching other people explain their experiences. But they don't want this stuff brought to light, which I just find really strange. So let's get into the next clip.
So we gotta talk about something that me as a white person, very Caucasian, is a little, I don't know, a little spicy. I'm clearly like looking for religion in my life. Right now, the closest people to me are Muslim. And I don't know, I kind of like don't want to convert, bro.
So don't.
Like, I don't want to wear a hijab, and I also want to drink. So I don't know if I'll be a very good Muslim, but I don't know. I kind of like believe in Allah. Am I really? Oh my God, I'm really saying that. I don't know. Look.
Man. Well, I think it's a lot more than you not being able to drink and show your hair and things like that. It's a lot more than that. And it's been well documented at this point. Islamic scholars in the UK are shocked and appalled that British women dare to show themselves and even dare to laugh in public. What?
Embarrassment. If your wife is coming out in front of people, showing herself, embarrassing herself, being all hysterical and laughing and all of this in front of people that are just, maybe they're laughing at her, maybe some people are perverted, they're just lusted by her or something like that, they're in love with her or something
I actually
like that.
know a guy who, one hijabi YouTuber, he actually mastered her. Yeah, it's disgusting. I'm saying, know that your wives are putting themselves out like that in that way, and you got guys that are perving over them. Like
Imran gets these emails. I can't deal with those kind of emails. That's nasty, man. Imran,
So they shouldn't act like that or dress like that because of other perverted people. No laughing, no nothing.
gets them kind of stuff. How do you deal with that, man? But honestly, look.
And bear in mind, this is in the UK, guys. This is in the UK. What other people do in other places is fine, but this is in England.
Husband, you know that this is happening, and you let them. It's going to be a bit harsh, and you let your wife do that. And the Prophet ﷺ said that the youth will not enter into Jannah. I say, if you're not the youth, I don't know what the youth is, honestly. If this person not the youth, then what? And the youth is a person who doesn't have any jealousy to their female relatives. Yeah. If this person's not the youth,
he lets his wife go out how she dress. Yeah. Lets man look at her.
And the punishment for that is that they won't enter the Jannah, nor will they even smell the smell of Jannah. And the Prophet ﷺ said in a hadith which you mentioned before, in the hadith of Sahih Bukhari of Sa'id.
No perfume, no laughing. Can't show your hair, right? I can agree with girls going out wearing next to nothing is bad. That shouldn't happen across the board. But this might be a little bit over the mark, if you ask me. Because trying to control women rather than advocating that men have self-control is insanity to me. Surely we should be advocating for that, shouldn't we? Men shouldn't be doing those things. They shouldn't be acting that way or acting upon those things. Self-control is an important thing as a man. So this is another clip one of you guys sent to me, and this is crazy. I can't play the sound. I can't play the sound because there's music. It will get copyrighted, so I'm just going to play it muted. But the clip alone is enough. Whew. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts about this. Jeez. 1 million views, that video. See, maybe someone knows the reason for this. Because I can't figure out what the reason is. You know, adults, if they want to do that stuff, then that's up to them. But I don't get this. Maybe someone can clarify. Why do so many women defend Islam when it literally says in the Quran that a woman's testimony is worth half of a man's?
Why do so many women defend Islam when it literally says in the Quran that a woman's testimony is worth half of a man's? Why promote a religion that lets a man strike his wife?
Ooh.
Why are we romanticizing the hijab when women in Iran and Pakistan are getting beaten or killed for taking it off? Serious question though, if a system treats you like property, why are you protecting it? Is it fear?
Yeah, and all these psychopaths walk down the street with signs and flags and all that, talking like that they themselves would be accepted. I'm not sure about that one, mate.
Because questioning Islam can get you disowned or killed? Is it identity because walking away means losing your entire family and support system? Or is it like Western feminist hypocrisy where like criticizing Islam is considered racist?
It is.
Even when it's about women's rights. And
yeah, it is. It seems like one of the religions you can't criticize, but Christians, Catholics, they get mocked every day, and that's perfectly fine.
Why do we call something empowering in the West if it's enforced by violence in the East? I'm just asking questions because if a religion makes women second class by design, why are women also the ones trying to recruit other women into it?
Yeah.
You're asking and wondering these same questions. Go ahead and follow for more and follow my Substack on YouTube because I go into these things. And
well, a lot of the people advocating for it have no idea what they're getting themselves into. We've seen videos of the same people that go to those places, and unfortunately, I don't advocate for it. They meet reality, unfortunately, but they realise that half the stuff that they were advocating for and believing in was a complete lie. And I mentioned in another clip about, I mean, this was all new to me. This was all new to me until one of you guys sent me this. Women are not permitted to wear perfume to avoid appealing to men.
Are ladies allowed to wear perfume outside their homes? Nope. Straightforward.
Damn.
Do you want me to elaborate on that? All right. The hadith of the Prophet ﷺ says if a woman goes out wearing perfume and a non-mahram has scented the perfume from her, it's written to her as if she has committed zina. It's your choice now. Oh, but you know, I don't want to stink. Yeah, you can use a deodorant.
They can use deodorant but not perfume?
Yeah, how does that make sense? You can use deodorant but not perfume. It's still giving a smell, isn't it? Like I said, a lot of this stuff is well documented at this point, and when I mentioned this in a video a few days ago, a lot of you guys just sent me a handful. This is how Muslims think of women. God created them like animals. What?
و اون زنها و خانمها هستن. اینا عین گاو و گوسفند هستن، حیوان هستن، ولکن و خدا خلقشون کرده برای استفاده مردها.
For men's use.
فقط واسه که مردا وحشت نکنن این زنها را به شکل خود انسان خلق کرده. اگر نه اینها عین همون گاو و گوسفند و عین همون.
Man. Wow. Jeez. So a lot of these people that encourage other people to do the same, if anything, they're advocating for a dangerous thing, right? Because I'm not hearing any benefits here. I'm not seeing or hearing any benefits at all. None. I enjoy hearing testimonies from ex-Muslims, especially women, the targets of that religion. Muhammad's teachings traumatized this young lady until she found out the truth and embraced it. What happened?
What's really weird about Islam is that even your most minuscule actions are policed. Like, for example, you're not supposed to sleep on your stomach. Muhammad woke up a man who was sleeping on his stomach in a mosque and said, "Why are you sleeping like that? That's how people in hell sleep." And he said that you should sleep on your right side, which is actually scientifically inaccurate. If you suffer from acid reflux, which I do, it actually becomes worse when you sleep on your right side because of the way that the stomach is shaped, and it's better for you to sleep on your left side. I can already see the swarm of angry comments saying that the hadith is not saying that it's better health-wise, it's simply just a ritual thing, which I'm fully aware of that. However, if Allah wanted us to sleep on our right side, then why did he not design the human body to be suited for that? Not only that, but you're not supposed to eat with your left hand because Satan eats with his.
What? Don't eat with your left hand? What?
Left hand. But I'm left-handed, so it's easier for me to eat with my left hand. It's uncomfortable to force myself to use a spoon or a fork with my right hand. I mean, I can do it, but I don't enjoy it. I grew up with my family members. Whenever they would see me eating with my left hand, they would tell me to put the fork in my right hand. So it's just little things like that that gets policed. Also, apparently Allah likes sneezing, but he doesn't like yawning. And
nah. Are we for real?
And whenever you yawn, Satan makes fun of you. I don't know. These just really remind me that there is so much freedom in Jesus Christ. Jesus loves you and he is waiting for you.
Yep. I love that ending. Love to hear that. You got to remember, these are the same people that were out in the streets talking about borders are just written by man. There should be open borders everywhere. These are the same lunatics that do stuff to try and be the hero, but they don't actually believe what they're saying. Right? These people watch the news. They believe everything they're told. They give them... Google is their best friend. These people. Like this guy. These are the exact same people. And when this is all blown over and no one's talking about it anymore, they'll just move on to the next thing. These are the same people that said if you don't get the vaccine and all that, you're going to be wiped off the face of the earth in a few weeks. Well, what happened to that, mate? Because it seems like a lot of people are still here, including me. So what happened there? Because all these people believed that that was it. If you didn't have it, you weren't going to be here for much longer. Look how that turned out.
Borders aren't real. Nations aren't real. Literally none of this is real. It's all made up. Think about it. Lines on a map drawn by someone you've never met tell you where you can and can't exist. Mountains don't ask for passports. Rivers...
You can't exist. Well, you can. You just got to do it legally, mate. That's how it works, you donut.
Don't check visas. Birds fly across continents like it's nothing. because it is nothing. These nations that we think are so permanent have changed 1,000 times. Flags come and go, borders are redrawn, governments fall. It's all just human invention. But the consequences are...
Just remember, guys, this guy's got his nails painted, so let's take his opinion lightly. No offense to people that have their nails painted, but it seems like all these people have the look we all know very well at this point.
Consequences are real. Families are torn apart, people starve in deserts or drown crossing oceans, not because they did anything wrong, but because of a line drawn on a map by some random person centuries ago. Nobody is illegal on Earth, because you can't be illegal on the planet that birthed you. If you think your life is worth more because of where you were born on this globe, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, what you could do is go to those places that believe in the same things as you, and you see your quality of life. If your quality of life improves, do let me know. But I'm pretty sure it won't, mate. There's laws in place for good reason. Because a lawless land, good luck. See, out of all the clips, this one has to be one of the craziest ones. A woman is detained by the Islamic Republic police for not wearing a hijab properly and forced into a van. Oh, man. Okay. Wow. She did not want to go in there. Wow. Seemed pretty violent if you ask me. I mean, look at this. She was literally dragged in there. They were dragging her legs in. That is awful. And we don't know. There's people who have experienced the same thing and they were never seen again. Hopefully that's not the case with her. I hope she's well, but I have little hope. And the comments on that video we just watched, there was a lot of people who weren't happy, and there were videos responding to it. I'm pretty sure they weren't responding directly to it, but people were putting videos in the comments to try and say that it was a peaceful thing and nothing bad was going on, when anyone can watch that video and clearly see there's something bad going on. This was one of the videos.
Normally I don't do this, but somebody posted on one of my TikTok videos about I shouldn't be wearing this hijab with this accent. Well, let me tell you something. I am Irish and I am from the South, and I will wear this hijab because I wear it for Allah, not for no man, not for anybody else. I wear it for Allah. And if you have a problem with it, I don't know what to tell you. This is a peaceful religion. You need to do a little Google search instead of believing everything that...
Well, she said it. She doesn't wear it for any man, but isn't it designed so that other men can't see you? So she kind of is wearing it for other men, really.
You hear on the news, okay? It doesn't matter where you're from. You can be Muslim. It does not matter where you're from. You can be Muslim. It doesn't have anything to do with where somebody's from. So you need to do a little more educational background before you go posting stupid stuff. Because you're wearing a baseball hat, does that mean you're bald?
I'm so confused by the multiple personalities I'm seeing from this person.
Underneath that hat? If you are, that's your business. Just like this is my business, okay? Don't come on people's accounts saying stupid stuff like that. You should take that off with that accent. You should mind your business.
I don't want to say to anyone like her that they're going to find out the hard way, but she might. She might. I mean, we've watched many clips in this video that prove what she's saying is incorrect. She might be all right where she's at, but if she went to some other places, yeah, they're not exactly treated to the utmost respect, are they? So let's go back to that clip and let's watch the rest of it.
I don't know. I mean, look, here's the thing. Here's the thing. When I did refugee work in Turkey in 2016.
Okay.
And I was Christian, like very evangelical Christian. I've told you guys this before. I left not being Christian because I was so shook that all these Muslim people were just having a great life. Prayers being answered by Allah. Like, people living a very good life. Women getting a lot of respect. A lot of respect. I don't know, guys. I'm just kind of like...
Where has she seen that?
I don't really know. I don't know. Me turning to Islam would be low-key crazy. But I'm also kind of like, someone give me the Quran in English. Do you guys know where you can get the Quran in English?
Well, this is the thing. If she does that, if she does convert, they're not going to tell her about the negatives, are they? Like all the stuff we've seen in this video, they're not going to tell her that. Because I'm not seeing many benefits. And I don't think she knows. Well, we know she doesn't know. And I think we can all agree that the school system, the education system is in shambles right now. I saw this post. 4-year-old child has a meltdown because she wants to celebrate Ramadan. Non-Muslim mum doesn't know about it and tries confronting her non-Muslim little one. Who's teaching these kids about Ramadan?
I understand, and what I'm trying to tell you is that I don't know how to celebrate Ramadan, and I will look into it, but I don't know how to celebrate it right now.
I know how to celebrate. We eat rice at night and we stay up late. That's how we celebrate Ramadan.
Why are we trying to have conversations with children? Like, I understand what you're saying and trying to explain. You just say, look, shit ain't happening. Right? That's what my parents used to say to me. They don't sit me down and talk to me like I'm an adult. I'm a child. That's all parents got to say, haven't they?
And you also look at real dragons.
You look at real dragons? Can someone fact check my 4-year-old?
Well, that's your job. That is your job. And that's... It's only coming from the school, right? It's coming from the school, isn't it? Mostly. But we've covered a lot of clips. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts. I didn't need to do much convincing or talking in that one. I think the clips did 99% of that. And this is only a small amount. There's flipping thousands and millions of videos out there like this. And I think that whole movement of doing that and advocating that other women should do that, if anything, is a dangerous thing, because these people clearly aren't looking at the research that's out there. It's been documented, like I said, 1 million times. But let me know what you guys think. Comment down below your thoughts. I'll see you in the next one.